We are so far behind, we think we're ahead. Gonna show you, I thought I ordered more than 3, but maybe I didn't. I don't know. Picked up a MAC order, 2 of the color correctors, and it's like a pink and a peach color, which is generally what I use. I kind of go back and forth depending upon the day. But I also I did pick up 4. I had 1 sitting here ready for me. Let me put some spectaculars on because we know that we can't do that without it. The colors that I picked up, I'll show you. We picked up Buffed Up, and hopefully these won't be a nightmare to open. Guess what? They are. This is what it looks like. And of course I have lotion on my hands, so yeah. Ooh. I like. This actually should be the time I hope to still stay on track with it. I plan to redo the vanity like on a monthly basis. We'll see how that works out this time. This one is in Painterly. And of course we know what Painterly looks like because, well, Paint Pot. And I think that this is a super ideal because this I will use faster than the Paint Pot because I don't like sticking my fingers into the Paint Pot. We'll be real honest with you. I do, but I'll lean more towards that than I will a Paint Pot. This is Brulee, and it is a matte shade. I think they all are. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of neato. And I think it's going to be the one that we used this morning. Yeah, I know, I told you it was morning. I do it every time, don't I? Hard habit to break. This is Velvet Teddy. And since I had the lipstick, I figured, why not? So what we are going to do today, let's take my glasses off. We're going to start with Brulee and start our look. So let's do this. Since we are coming to the end of April, I need to do a shop my stash, all of that neat stuff. So we will, hopefully this weekend or before. Not as... I expected this to come out a little bit easier than what... Okay, going into, we're going to pick the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nouveau palette. And as I said before, we didn't use this one a whole lot in April. So I'm going to keep it out for May and probably replace some others. So we laid that down as a base. We're going to go into Palomar, and I will tell you the names of the shades as I can see them, because that's just kind of how we are right now. Chasing there was a storms and stuff like that in Kentucky, so of course that affects my vertigo and all that neat stuff. So we're kind of we're taking advantage of the well moments. So we're going to take the same brush and go into Metro and put that into the crease. This is, I'm pretty sure it's a lithe brush. It's just a fluffy brush that came in a subscription box. I should be getting an ice cream box any day now. I thought they had all of their stuff together. Obviously they don't, because it is the end of April and I don't have a box, which means that we're going to do this for about another month or so, and then it's going to be done. I know that sounds all mean, but you know, I should have a box in a bag. They charge me on the 2nd. Send me my stuff. Or let me know what's going on. One of the two. Okay. We're going to just see how well this works. I don't know. We're going to use, this is not, I don't think this is a BK Beauty brush. This brush. And I think we're going to go right here. And I didn't look at the shade, and I apologize. But we're going to put that on the lid. I suppose I should turn the camera back on and talk to you. This is the Natasha Denona Powder Foundation. And I know that I technically don't use it. It's a pressed powder. Like most people probably would, and I'm okay with that. I'm just kind of putting it on, and then we're going to go back in with a regular foundation and do the rest here in just a minute. Okay, so we're going to grab this Natasha Denona. Whoops. Let me show you, because I think this is neat. Look at this. Once these dry down, they're not going anywhere. So what that means, we're going to grab a makeup eraser and see if that will. I'm having to put quite a bit of pressure, and it's still not all coming off. So, yeah. Home run. And of course, with those, you can do like a one and done single shadow. So, yeah, we just kind of created a spot to do foundation with. And we're just going to take 2 pumps of this. And you can take this brush. It is a 105, I think, or 115. Let me look, because yeah, it's a 115. I'm sorry. For those of you that did not see my community post, I lost a cousin Sunday, and to say that I'm heartbroken would be an understatement. I kind of stepped away from being on Facebook as much because YouTube takes so much of my time. So I don't see everything. Hold on, I'm sorry. I don't see everything that's going on like I did. And if you've been with this channel for any period of time, you know that last year we had a lot of loss. And it looks like this year is going to be the same. And so I had kind of stepped away from Facebook, number one, time-wise. It just, you know, I can, because there's 5,000 people on, I don't know how people do it that have more of a following than that. On my Facebook, all of those people I've been face-to-face with at some point in time. There's maybe a handful that I just played games with. But for the most part, they're relatives, they're people that we were stationed with, people that I knew when I was little, that we went to church with, something along those lines. Anyway, so I can't remember at what point that it was. I had told my mother that I was going to step back a little. And we were talking last night, yesterday, who knows, at some point yesterday, with Natasha Denona concealer. Not exactly the color that I should have grabbed, but we're going with it. And as I open my Facebook, the first thing that I see is where my sweet cousin's wife had posted his obituary. And I'm just like, you gotta be kidding me. It's like, I just don't. This one is fixing to go in the trash. This is my A502 from BK Beauty. This is one of the ones, remember I told you that something was going on with my brushes when I was using the doohickey, and that's why I stopped? Well, yeah, this is why. It totally, this brush is messed up. And it's not because of BK Beauty. It's because of the stinking makeup brush cleaner. And I mean, you can see it's just completely, because this is coming out. It's coming off of the ferrule. You can maybe see it better if I do that. It's just, and that just makes me kind of sad. Life goes on. So I'm at this place this morning. Y'all forgive me. I'm at this place where I'm just stunned. He and I, we reconnected on Facebook. Him and his lovely family. At this point, I don't even know how. I can't drive. So, I don't even know how I'm going to do the things that I should do. We need to calm that down. Anyway, so, hang on. Keeping things soft. We're going to use yet another lipstick. I don't know if it's my washer or my children upstairs making lots of noise. But we're just going to blend that out. We did not really do brows today. Just kind of it would be easier for me to just go to bed, back to bed. But we're not doing that today. Anyway, was talking about my cousin. I guess it's been maybe 3 years, 4 years maybe ago, my dad's sister passed away from COVID complications. And when we went to Corbin for her service, we went to eat at David's after her funeral. And as we're sitting there eating, it's my husband, my mother, and myself. As we're sitting there eating, this man comes across and speaks to me, and he said, asks, "Are you Vicky?" And whenever he said my name and I looked at him, I realized, oh, this is my cousin that I reconnected with on Facebook. And I was like, I'm so glad to meet you. Because, coming from losing an aunt and all that goes with that, to the blessing in disguise, which was meeting him. His wife came over and introduced herself to me, and it was just like, it was precious. And after that, we never could quite get synced up again. He had cattle for a long time, and we were going to buy our beef from him, and he ended up selling the family farm, which is a whole other story that's not mine to tell. But he got him a beautiful place that he was enjoying. And at this point, I don't know what is going to happen. It's not my business. But if you would, the family requested that in lieu of flowers, that donations be made to St. Jude. So, if you would, and you don't even have to let me know or anything like that, but if you would like to help me honor the wishes of my family and this man. We are distant cousins, let me say that first. We are very distant. As far as bloodline goes, I am liking this look because it's just very soft, but we're going to go ahead and do a little Mario highlighter on the cheeks. They ask that donations be made to St. Jude in lieu of flowers. In this kind of, I have a dear friend and family, whose daughter is not even as old as my daughter. And at last check, because I have not opened Facebook today, and I don't, the laugh is a nervous laugh. It's not she is in hospice care. So my focus has been there. And it just kind of, my cousin, he was 8 days younger than me. 8 days between me and him. And he's gone. And I'm just beside myself. Anyway, so this is the look. This is how we did it. And despite it all, we will do what we normally do in his honor today. Our psalm is, "My heart trusts in the Lord. and I am helped. And I am helped. Psalm 24:7. I apologize. My vision is just not quite where it needs to be. It's a little blurry. So we can call it allergies or whatever you want to call it. Sadness. So anyway, just a soft look for today. We will see you all in the next video. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you can and want to, please donate to St. Jude to honor my cousin, to honor Jim. Have a good day. I'm the mayor's daughter. See you. Bye.